Okay, welcome to the next training video. In this one, we need to create your Bing ad campaign. So now we are ready to send the traffic, and to do that, we use a specific type of Bing ad that targets the key phrase or phrases that we found earlier in our research. So that's basically the questions. There are a few elements and things to do to create and run a successful campaign, including the following. One is we need to obviously create an account, so we need to create a Bing account. Two, we will be creating between 3 and 5 different campaigns with each ad targeting 1 to 2 of the key phrases. 3, we will be then tracking the results so we can add in additional key phrases, remove them when needed, and eventually break it down to the top 1 or 2 campaigns so we can then go ahead and scale. Number 4, you should try to keep your daily spend low just to begin with, so you only spend around about $5 per campaign per day. Now after a few days, we will be tweaking and removing some campaigns as required. Now watch as I show you the exact process I do, and I'm going to actually break this up over a couple of different training videos because there's a few. To begin with, on this one straight away, I'll show you how to go ahead and set up your account and then move on to the next training video. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and create the Bing ad. So to do that, what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've just written up a couple of things that you'll need to know and will need to do. So the first thing to understand is we'll be creating a couple of different Bing campaigns. You should be creating 3 to 4, but in this case, I'm going to create 2 different campaigns. Now, 2 different campaigns. Each campaign will be targeting a different information page. Okay, they're all based around the same product and based around a similar or the same problem. All right, so we have one information page already built, ready to go, and that is targeting 2 different key phrases. Okay, 2 different problem questions. So for this campaign, I'm just going to call it Fungus Key Pro 1. Now, the key phrases based on our research we did earlier at the Bing keyword research tool was these ones. So these are the ones I'm going to use. Now, anything between 5 and 10 is fine. Generally, you can just target the two keywords. If you find there's other variations of that exact same question, you may as well put them in. Okay, it does not hurt because you can reduce and minimize and take away later on or add. All right, so what I've got is what is the best toenail fungus home remedies, the best toenail fungus home remedies, what is the best foot fungus treatment, what is the best toenail fungus remedy. So it's literally those ones are just the same question over and over. This one is Key Fungus Pro, the best fungus remedy, so that directly targets the product name. Okay, treat foot fungus, how to treat foot fungus, how to stop foot fungus, so the same question over and over. These are the 2 things that I cover in my information page. All right, so these are the 2 different types of questions that can be asked. So the next thing we need to make sure we do, and we'll do that in a minute, is we need to make a tracking links. Now we need a tracking link for each and every different ad. Now the reason we need to do this is purely because so we can see which ones are getting more clicks, not only just at Bing, but also over at Pretty Link on our actual site, so we can track things in 2 different places. What we need to do there is the normal link we've got our homepage is actually our information page. So I need to create a tracking link. Now I've created one and I'll show you in a minute, and I'll create the others. So each one we just put in the description as for ad 1, ad 2, ad 3, ad 4, okay? And then what I've done is I've just written up some ads. Now these will probably be too much words, so I'll reduce these and play around with them. Now a good idea for getting ads is literally just go to Bing, type in any and all of these keywords, see what ads are already coming up, and use some of the actual ad copy that you see in the ads that are already performing. Go ahead and copy and paste and put those into a document, change them around a little bit, and create your own ads. It's very, very, very easy, but the main thing is you want to go ahead and use your main keyword or ask that question in the ad. Okay, so you can see here, best toenail fungus home remedies, the #1 foot and toenail fungus home remedy. Read my personal story and see why this is recommended by doctors worldwide. Cures minor and severe nail fungus, rapid results. Okay, so that's going to be too wordy, but I'll reduce that down. All right, and then do the same. I've done 4 different ads, and that is what I'll be doing. Now my second information page will be around the key phrase. The question will be, does Key Fungus Pro work? So I'll be actually targeting that one, and if it does, will it cure nail fungus? So once again, targeting 2 different words. So that'll be my second campaign, and that'll be another information page that I put together, okay? And they don't take long at all. Then once again, I'll create another 2 to 4 ads targeting this page, then test and tweak those as well. Okay, so 2 campaigns in the end there, and both running to 2 separate pages with 2 select different keywords for each of those campaigns. So that's pretty much the outlay and what I'll be going to put together. Now, the next thing you want to make sure you do, if you haven't signed up for a Bing Ads account, you can get a free coupon to kick off with. And what I'll do is I'll actually show you the place that I found the free coupons. I'll just go over here, and if I just go over to Bing, Google or Bing, and just type in Bing ad coupon code 2017, and then go ahead and click on any of these, okay, and I'll show you. You will find a nice list of them, and depending on your country, location, so Bing ads, so are you from the United States, so on, so on, so on, then you use your coupon there as well, okay. There's other ones where you can get up to $100, but generally speaking, $50 is a nice start. So these work if you haven't actually got a account yet, or if you've never actually used your account. So you'll be able to use these, all right. So the next thing you want to make sure you do is actually go ahead and get your account set up. You need your Bing account all set up. So to do that, you just literally go over to Google or Bing, and type in, okay, so Bing ads account, ads, and then you come down here and you'll see right here, Bing ads Microsoft.com. So when you click on that, open that up, that will probably load me straight in because I'm already logged in. So I created a brand new account for this, but generally speaking, it will take you to the sign up page. Just go ahead, sign up, enter your general details. Now this is a new account. I haven't even added a payment method to this, as you can see. So I want to show you how to do it all from scratch. So the very first thing we need to do, once you've gone ahead and actually created your account, if in billing here, if we go in there, you'll see just here it's got coupon code. Okay, so that's where you can use your first coupon code. So let's go back to campaigns. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and you want to create a campaign. So I'm going to click on create campaign. Now there's all these different things. You've got visits to my website, visits to my business, conversions in my website, so you can track all sorts of different things. Now our goal is to get visits to our website, okay? Okay, so our first campaign, I'm just going to call it, Fungus Key Pro 1. So if you have other campaigns, you can use the same settings. We don't. Now our daily budget, we're just going to set this one to be $5. So, and I'll have another campaign at $5. So I'll be spending $10 a day. And this is just for the testing period. Then we go ahead and scale. So then the next one we'll do, make sure we check out English, obviously. Now here we go. We got all countries. We got let me choose specific locations. Now, depending on what you're promoting, it might be a CPC or an offer that only allows you to promote to American people. It might be an offer that only allows you to promote to Australians. So this way you can be specific as to who you want to show your ad to. But I generally just like United States and Canada to start with. Now, who should see your ad? People in your targeted locations, or people searching or viewing pages about your targeted location. So we do not want that. We only want people in your targeted location. So we want people in the US to see it. Okay, so now we save and go to next step. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to create our ad group. Now you can put in here, you've got a couple of different options. You can put my website is not ready, okay, or you can enter in your website URL. Now I'm going to put in my website URL, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to enter in our ad group name. Okay, ad group name, I'm just going to call it same thing as before, Fungus 1. Okay, and the keywords that I'm going to enter, so I'm going to go ahead over here, I'm going to grab these keywords and I'm going to paste them in down here. Okay, so now we've got a bunch of keywords. You can select more if you would like to from here. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it to these for now. You can add and remove later on. Alright, so that's it. The next one we want to do is we want to save and exit. Oh, sorry, save and go to the next step. Okay, so now here we go and we click on create ad. Okay, so the ad type ad. So all we want is a text ad. Okay, enter our title. This is where we go ahead and we'll fill in our title, the text of that, the display URL, where do you want it to display, and then the destination. Okay, so the destination URL. So the destination URL, we're going to actually change that to our tracking link. I'll go fill this in. I'll just pause the video. I'll just fill these details in and I'll come straight back and show you. Okay, so now that I've got it basically filled in here, so I had to minimize and shorten and change the actual ad a little bit, but basically speaking, the ad is there, it's ready to go. I've chosen destination URL, and now I need to change this. So to change this, we need to go and get a pretty link. Now, our pretty link will be, now this is the link to the information page. So this is my first ad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to edit that, and just so you can see, it's going to be permanent. It's going to go to skinremedies.org. I'm going to call it solution, link to the information page, add one. Then I'll just click update. Now you would be creating a new one here, and I'm going to do the same for each of the ads. So I'm going to grab this. Now this is the link, the destination link, and that goes in there. So you can see here is my ad now. Number 1 toe fungus remedy, skinremedies.org. Okay, and then it's going to have http skinremedies.org, read my personal story and see why it's recommended by doctors worldwide. Okay, so that is ad number 1. So I'm going to save that, and I'm going to create another ad. So you guys can either save, but I need to do more. So I'm going to save and create another. Okay, so now we're on to the next ad. Simple, same thing. We go ahead and we just change things up. All right, so I'll do that and I'll come straight back. Okay, so I've done the same thing there. I've just changed it up a little bit, only changed it slightly. Number 1, nail fungus treatment, and the difference down the bottom here is I've added the product name in this one. So Fungus Key Pro, see why it's the best solution to nail fungus here. Okay, so that's pretty quick and pretty simple, easy to do. Now I'm going to leave the destination URL ticked, and I'm going to go ahead and change this. Now this one, we're going to go ahead and create a new one. So we want to go ahead and add a pretty link. The target URL is exactly the same. Okay, we want to make it permanent, and I'll put in here the solution. Information page link for ad 2, and we'll go to advanced options. We don't want any tracking, we want no follow, and we want, so we do want tracking, and we do want no follow, and create. Done. So I'm going to grab this one, copy that, go back to my ad, and I'll paste that in there. Okay, once that's done, that's it. You go ahead and you click save and create another. Then you do the next one, and then that's it. So you create, between 2 to 4 ads, all right? And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and continue that, and once I finish that, I'll come straight back. Okay, so that's it. So that's all 4 of my ads are created. So now what I'm going to do is just click on save, and what will happen is there's my 4 ads. They are going to be reviewed now, and they'll probably get passed within the next 3 to 4 hours, and then they'll be able to go live. But before they go live, I will need to go add a payment method. So I'm going to go and do that. It can be just a bank account, PayPal, any different form. So I'm going to go add that, and then these are going to go live. And what I'll do is I'll pop back with another video and show you some of the results that we're getting from these particular ads. And then I'll quickly show you how to remove the ones that we do not want. Okay, really it's quite simple. All we do now is we just go ahead and we can go, the last thing we've got to do is obviously add in our budget, okay, and our bids, and that's what we do. We've got ad extensions. Now we don't really want any ad extensions, okay, we don't want any of those sort of things. We don't want any snippets, we're not adding phone numbers to it, so we can just save that and go straight to the next step. Now it's going to give us our budget, which we already did set. Okay, and this is our ad group. Okay, now our estimated monthly impressions and our estimated monthly spend. Now what we need to do is track that, and we can increase our bids. Okay, so at the moment it's on manual cost per click, so manual CPC, that's what we're using at the moment. Now all we do is we have advanced campaign settings. We can have a look at the difference here, and we can edit that sort of stuff as well, and then we can go ahead and we can save. Now the other things we can look at is the ad group and keywords, and we've already set up the keywords for this, and that was done in an earlier section. So click save, right? And now we've got our first campaign all set up with the 4 ads ready to go. So I'll add a payment method to this, we'll let it run, okay? And then what we can do to increase our clicks, to increase everything, is 1, increase the spend, add more keywords, and remove some of the non-performing keywords. So see you in the next video, where I show you a little bit of what we've done and how to remove and edit things that we don't need.